Hello everyone, welcome to Academic Reading Strategies 1, Week 7 lecture. As usual, whenever you see this sign in the video, please stop the video and do the activities as asked in the textbook and as I asked in the video. So remember that one point. Another, after you finish watching the video, you'll have to submit the assignment through Google Forms, which will be available to your course folder on my doc. So remember to send that. Today we are going to discuss about Unit 2, Reading 2, which is This is Why You're Addicted to Your Phones. So let's begin. Reading 2 objective is you're going to read an article by Nick Arnold for the BBC News Service. The article looks at how technology influences our behavior. So please read the article and express your understanding through your assignment. First, let's preview. The article contains a number of references to technology and the internet. Skim the article to find the answers to these questions, okay? I want you to quickly look at the article and find answers for the questions you have there. Number one, websites and apps are mentioned. What websites and apps are mentioned in the article? Which websites and which apps means applications does the article mention? And number two, what do you think these names are? Why do you think these names are mentioned? So quickly stop the video here and quickly look at the article on page 43, this page, and page 44, this page. So stop the video here and work on the answers for those two questions, okay? I hope you have done a good job. Let's see. The article mentions some names like Google. Do you find Google? Let me close that. Oh, I couldn't. Sure, the article mentions some of the names like, I need to close there. What websites or apps? It does mention Google. Do you all use Google? Another app, another website it mentions is Facebook. Do you use Facebook? What do you use Facebook for? Snapchat, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Google Maps, and Uber. These are the some possible answers for number one. Among these, what do you use? For example, I always use Google. I do use Facebook, and I use YouTube a lot to watch other videos and as well as to put these kind of videos for students. And number two, why do you think these names are mentioned? Why do you think the reading mentions Google, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, and so many things? Possibly they are websites people use on their cell phones. For example, all of these applications or websites can be used on your cell phone. So possibly that's why the article talks about those websites. So good job. Now, before we go to the reading, let's quickly talk about the main vocabulary, okay? Some of the vocabulary. Activation. What's activation? It's a noun. It's an action or process of making something active. For example, when you use a certain website or certain apps, you need to activate, and you will get activation code to activate them. Next is align. Align is to bring into line. That's one meaning. Another meaning is to array on the side, or you can align with one part or another part. For example, you have A and B opposing, and you want to take support A. That means you can align with A. Okay. Broadly speaking is speaking in a bigger term. Counter. Counter has two meanings again. Counter, if it is used as a noun, you can see the cashier counter, counter at a restaurant, counter at a bank. Another counter is to oppose, okay, to give and to speak in opposition to something. Next is crave. Crave is to feel a powerful desire for something. For example, whenever I woke up in the morning, I crave for a cup of coffee, strong desire. Escalate, escalate is to go high. Essentially is importantly. Functional is having some function or ability or purpose of something, or designed to be practical. Impulsive, impulsive is acting or done without forethought. You don't think about other things, just you do something. Impulsive. Manipulate is to handle something, to manipulate. Metric, it's a standard of measurement, it's a standard. Tactic is a policy, an action or a strategy. Okay, so think about this vocabulary. If you need more of this vocabulary, please study these vocabulary in the dictionary, because this will be important in your reading. Next part is now the reading part. Now I will stop the video very soon. So what you have to do is please read the article on page 43 and page 44. Then you will have to submit your understanding of vocabulary through Google Forms. Similarly, you have to submit your interpretation of the article through Google Forms, this part, as well as answer these questions about the article. For these, you'll have to write your kind of free sentences based on the reading. So when you submit your answers through Google Forms, I will look at those answers and check on what you have got, how much information you have got in your answers. And the last thing you will have to submit through Google Form is the article describes changes that Tristan Harris has made. Fill in the chart with information from the article, but in the Google Form, you have choices to choose, okay? And another one is, oh, this does not have Google Form. So that will be all about your assignment today. So let me remind you again, please do the reading for page 43 and 44 and do the assignment through Google Forms. And as I always say, stay home, stay safe. The coronavirus thing is still out there, so please be safe. And we finished the class here today. That's all for today. Goodbye.